Here we go. Let me lift you up. We'll go right to the top. Let the sun come up. Together we can fly. All our hearts collide. Stay here by my side. I say we jump, we fly, we reach out to the sky. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. And we go on and on and on and on. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. And we go on and on and on and on. We're gonna fly high, be alive. We're gonna fly high, be alive. We're gonna fly high, be alive.
Okay. Magandang umaga mga Kabi Alive and Kalami Niners. Nagbabalik po kami para sa Part 2 special ng launching ng bago nating produkto na Lami 9 Omega Triple Plus. At kung last week ay nakilala nyo na ang geniuses behind our miracle capsules, this week naman po, muli natin silang makakasama para higit pa nating malaman ang benefits na pwede nating makuha from Lami 9 and Lami 9 Omega Triple Plus.
Miss Susan, punong-puno na naman ng exciting features ang ating show ngayon. But before we start, I would like to express in behalf of the whole Forever Rich community ang aming deepest gratitude sa nag-iisang puso, the Heart of Life Farm awardee, none other than Miss Susan Barlin! Yay! Woo! Miss Susan, you have brought Lami 9 into the country at simula noon ay marami na itong natulungan. At ngayon, you have brought to us another gift. Yun naman po ay ang Lami 9 Omega Triple Plus para naman sa ating mga puso.
And don't forget naman, Ana, no, Tita Maggie, di ba? Hindi ko madadala ang Lami 9 dito, tsaka ang Lami 9 Omega Triple Plus if Life Farm did not manufacture it and if they, and Dr. Esquilan and the people behind it prior to me bringing it here. So please, don't forget, pasalamatan po din natin sila.
Correct. Salamat po, Life Farm.
Saka hindi lang beauty and brains, may heart pa. Yan po si Susan Barlin, a very empowered woman who strives to help and give a task to others.
Despite Tita Maggie, di ba, yung mga paghihirap niya rin sa buhay, di ba? Oh.
And some of you might not know that Susan and her family went through another hurdle. Susan, di ba?
Panoorin natin itong VTR ngayon ni Ate Linda mo.
Oh, yes, yes. Malapit po sa aking puso ang mga kapatid ko. 22 po yan. 22. Tama po ang pagkarinig ninyo. Sama-sama po kami nagdadamayan sa hirap at ginhawa. You know, lumaki po kami sa isang bubong. Pero lahat po tayo ay dumadaan po sa matinding pagsubok sa buhay. Kaya po, handa din po akong tumulong sa inyong lahat sa pamamagitan ng ating programa. So, panoorin niyo po ito.
Ang karamdaman ng isang tao, walang pinipili ito. At maging mismo ang nagdala ng Lami 9 sa ating bayan na si Miss Susan Barlin, mga mahal din niya sa buhay ay nagkakasakit. Noon ay nakilala na natin ang kanyang kapatid na lalaki na si David nang naaksidente at natulungan ng Lami 9 sa mabilis na pag-recover nito. Ngayon umaga, isa na naman niyang kapatid ang magpapatotoo sa husay ng Lami 9, si Ate Linda Garcia. Nagkaroon ng mga tumor sa leeg.
After a few months, nararamdaman ko na pagka nakahiga ako, para ako na-choke. I need a thyroidectomy doctor. Nung nagpatingin ako sa kanya, tinignan niya ako, hinawakan lang niya yung leg ko. Alam niya talagang marami.
At matapos maoperahan, natuklasan na malubha pala ang sakit ni Ate Linda.
After a few days, 1 or 2 days, nakita nila na it's cancerous. May cancer yung aking thyroid. Nirecommend niya na na kailangan ko ng radiation to kill the thyroid cancers. Kasi hindi nila sigurado kung may kumalat or nasa thyroid lang. Just to make sure yung cancer cells wala sa buong katawan mo, no?
Mabilis na nakarating sa kalaman ng mga mahal sa buhay ni Ate Linda ang kanyang sakit, lalo na kay Susan Barlin. Siyempre pa, binigyan niya ito ng Lami 9 para inumin at naging maganda ang resulta.
But when I had the radiation, I didn't feel really weak at all. Parang ang katawan ko, malakas pa rin. Kasi yung iba daw, nagsusuka, and then nakahiga, and then they don't wanna get up. But for me, talagang tumatayo ako, nauupo ako sa windowsill. But after that, after 3 days, bumalik sa dati yung katawan ko. Naglalaminay na ako noon.
Para kay Ate Linda, malaki ang naging tulong ng Laminine sa paglakas ng kanyang katawan.
If I didn't take that, I would be weak. And my recovery would take longer. And I'm not sure if my tumors in my ovary would be malignant or not.
Tibay na pananampalataya, pagdamay ng mga mahal sa buhay, lalo na ang kapatid na si Susan Barlin at ang Laminine. Naging daan para sa ang isang matinding karamdaman ay matugunan. Sa ngayon, patuloy ang pag-inom ni Ate Linda ng Laminine. Ang kanyang kwento ay magsisilbing inspirasyon para sa marami nating Lamininers na magmahal ng wagas at patuloy na magtiwala sa Diyos at sa galing ng Laminine.
I would tell them not to fear. I believe that Laminine is in the hands of God. Laminine has a purpose to help those people, especially those who have cancer or who are truly sick and they are still hoping to live. There is always hope.
It's just amazing to know how Laminine has helped so many people. Hindi ba, Susan?
Yes, Tita Maggie. And after my brother's accident, isang bagong pagsubok na naman po. But we realized that God gives us challenges so we would be stronger and closer to our family sometimes and even to ourselves, no? Walang pinipiling estado ng buhay ang sakit. Mayaman ka man, mahirap, at kahit ano po ang edad natin. So, pwede kang dapuan ng sakit, but we can do something about it po. We don't have to face our battles alone. Andyan po ang Laminine and Laminine Omega Triple Plus para tulungan tayo sa pagkalusugan at pangkabuhayan na ating parehong kailangan.
Alam mo, Susan, mas lalo akong na-curious sa Laminine Omega Plus. I am still at the wonders of Laminine. Tapos, ngayon, meron na namang isang Laminine Omega Plus, no? Nakakalurky. Ano ba masasabi mo, Miss Susan?
Well, don't worry, Ana. Hindi ka nag-iisa, no? Alam kong marami pa dyan ang nabitin sa segment ng launching natin last week. Kaya naman, we have the part 2 today. So that and more when Be Alive comes back. So don't go away, stay with us.
Be alive!
Who would have thought that the Philippines could become the second largest laminine market after the US?
Forever Rich Philippines has one advocacy, and that is to touch people's lives and create financial freedom. Bukod po dyan, ang pinaka-importante po ay madala po ng Forever Rich dito ang produktong Laminine, which is the solution kasi po it heals the healer in you.
Accustomed to forging multi-million real estate deals in premier business venues, Miss Barlin had to do networking the way veteran players would. Forever Rich Philippines was officially born and began operations in March 2012.
We have the best functional food supplement and the only one its kind on the market. We also have the best compensation plan there is in the entire networking industry. We also have opened up another office at the 11th floor at the same building.
By 2013, after just almost 2 years of Forever Rich operations, the Philippines ranked a close second in Laminine's global sales, after the product's home market, the United States. At the first quarter of 2014, Forever Rich had 5 platinum directors, 5 gold, and 34 silver. They now lead an almost 60,000 strong nationwide membership. Forever Rich continued to grow in number and global presence. A huge number of them are in Hong Kong and Singapore.
Forever Rich Philippines is going to open the world. Not like the usual wherein we are the one that had been opened. Pero this time, we're going to change. We're going to have a paradigm shift. In fact, Hong Kong is next, and then Singapore, Australia, and the world. So get excited because you will see something that has never been seen before. The Filipinos is the upline of many, many countries. So get excited po. Join us.
The same statement was uttered by Ms. Susan Barlin when she produced the first ever TV program, Be Alive. Up to this time, the Be Alive TV show remains the only one of its kind on Philippine television. All these marketing efforts are just part of Ms. Barlin's advocacy on wealth and wellness, which gave her the title, The Heart of LPGM.
Meron pong bagong produkto na i-introduce namin na another breakthrough. It is going to address a lot of problems again, which is the number one killer in the Philippines and probably the world, which is the heart. It is phenomenal. It is exciting because it is the king of the kings of omega. It has vitamin K2 and of course the other ingredients which will really after po mag-take po kayo ng isa lang, mafe-feel nyo na po kaagad. Yan po ang Forever Rich Philippines. Gusto po namin yung mga product natin. Yung pong pag-take nyo po, mga ilang take nyo lang, nafe-feel nyo na po kaagad ang benefits. So, get excited because sa mga produkto po namin na gusto i-offer at ino-offer po namin sa ating mga kababayan ay I guarantee you, hindi po kami mapapahiya at hindi rin po kayo mapapahiya kung tutulungan nyo kami na i-offer nyo rin at introduce nyo po sa inyong mga kaibigan at mahal sa buhay. The best is yet to come, like what I said. We're going to make it happen. It's already happening. Join us. Let's conquer the world. We are committed to do it. We will do it. And we will deliver.
Our heart is one of the most essential part of our body. It is our life-maintaining organ which pumps and circulates blood throughout our body. So kaya po nais namin kayong tulungan sa pag-aalaga dito. We now give you Laminine Omega Triple Plus from the same family that gave us Laminine here in the Philippines. That's Life Farm Global Network. We care po. So kailangan po, syempre, pag nagkikare kayo, nag-share, so this is what we're doing. And for more information about Laminine Omega Plus, we also have our celebrity doctors from the United States and of course our very own Vice President Wixon Suyanto who flew here in the country to really share with you the opening po ng Laminine Omega. So, huwag niyo pong palalampasan because after a short commercial break, pagbabalik po kami, ang tabayanan niyo po, huwag kayong aalis.
Be alive!
Based on Department of Health data in 2009 and the Philippine Cancer Society and World Health Organization in 2010, there is an alarming number of 276 Filipinos who die because of heart disease every day. It remains one of the top causes of mortality among Filipinos, and what's more disturbing is pabata ng pabata ang nagkakasakit sa puso. Hindi po ba? So, to further explain the benefits of Laminine and Laminine Omega Triple Plus are the men behind these extraordinary products, Dr. Eddie Andujar, and of course, Mr. Wixon Suyanto, the Vice President po of Life Farm Global Network. So welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you for
And
having
of
us.
course, we also have your counterpart, Dr. Andujar. This is Dr. Mario and Dr. Arlie, and of course, Dr. Ria Magalona. So, Wixon,
Yes.
again, tell me, you know, the televiewers are excited. And of course, they're very thankful for Life Farm, you know, creating these wonderful products.
It's the amount of research and development we pour into every product that we develop. Even from beginning to our Life Farm days when we used to release the best weight loss products in the industry until today. You know, we never settle until we know that our product is the best in the industry out there.
And it's always the first.
And it's always the first as well. You're right. Thank you,
Yes,
Ma'am Susan.
very
Yeah.
nice. So thank you.
And even our Omega product too. You know, it's not just any ordinary Omega product. And Dr. Andujar here will share why our Omega product is so unique and different and much better than any other Omega product out there in the market today.
Well, I am excited, and I'm sure excited din po kayo. So, Dr. Andujar, they are already excited in this, not only our local doctors, of course, but our televiewers.
Well, you know, we have this laminine product that's fantastic and has great testimonials. But what good is a product if you can't get it to where it's got to go? And it goes that way through the circulation. So we devised a product that will give you better circulation to make sure that all the laminine that we're taking gets to where it's got to go. At the same time, it increases your cardiovascular health to be able to help with the heart problems and the stroke problems that occur in so many countries.
Wow. Well, Doctor, you know, we have our local doctors here, and I'm sure they have questions for you.
Let me sound out first regarding the vitamin K2. I think we have to stress the importance of vitamin K2 in trying to free up the clogged arteries and the calcium from the clogged arteries and delivering it to where it is important, particularly in the bones. I'm orthopedic surgery, so I know the importance of calcium in the bones because you get a lot of fractures from patients who has very low calcium levels. That's because of the accumulation of calcium inside the blood vessels. So how important is the delivery or removal of calcium from the blood vessels and delivering it into the bone?
Well, you're absolutely right. The K2 was put into the product because, as you probably will know, as we grow older, our vessels get filled with more junk and clog. They clog, and the most important thing in clogging of a vessel, a lot of people don't realize, is the calcium that lays down in the atherosclerotic plaque, which is what clogs the vessel. So if we can prevent the calcium from depositing on the vessel, then we can stop some of the clogging in the atherosclerotic process. Vitamin K2
That's that.
does that. It stops the calcium from laying inside the vessel, at the same time gives more calcium to the bones and to the teeth.
Wow. Did that answer your question,
Yes,
Doctor?
very good.
Dr. Arnie?
Usually in the food supplement industry, they separate the ingredients. They take the vitamin K2, they take the CoQ10, they take the omega fish oil. So what's the logic on putting them together and combining it with laminine?
So we want better circulation for laminine to get to where it's got to go. So what laminine omega 3 plus does, that the pluses will work inside the vessel, on the wall of the vessel, and outside the vessel. Outside the vessel, it lowers the pressure. Inside the vessel, it stops the deposit of calcium. And then by working on omega 3, 6, and 9, it stops the bad cholesterol from attaching, and the good cholesterol helps clean it.
We want something that is unique, that works in unique ways for every single person. So that's the reason why we, spend millions of dollars into our R&D to come up with products like Laminine and Laminine Omega Plus.
And Dr. Rhea?
They just don't release the product. They do studies. So I would like to ask Andujar what is the recent studies they've done with Laminine and Laminine Omega.
Well, it's perfect timing because before I left the U.S., we just finished the first major study that's double-blind, placebo-controlled, which will show that Laminine Omega Triple Plus will not only lower blood pressure, but lower LDL, the bad cholesterol, and increase the HDL, the good cholesterol, and also decrease something called triglycerides, which are the fat in your blood, which also become bad cholesterol.
Wow. Doctor?
It's really amazing because in the recent studies, there are a lot of Filipinos, around 11 million Filipinos are hypertensive, and only 50% of them knows their case, and only 12% of that have controlled BP. So with introduction of Laminine Omega, Filipinos will be healthier.
That's why, together with Life Farm and of course Forever Rich, we are offering free infinitus diagnostics at the office. Doctor, would you like to invite them?
Yeah. We are currently giving free diagnostic tests in the office. And we can check whether your cholesterol is high, whether your coenzyme Qs are low, your vitamin K must be needed in your body. And we're giving it for free. You just come to the office at 1104 Galleria Corporate Center. We're there every day from 1 to 7. You're welcome to bring your friends. Come over. We will check you up and we'll recommend things that you need for the benefit of your health.
And of course, in Cebu, we also have an office there, and soon in Bohol and Davao. And our doctors are also going around the nation, no? Dr. Ria made a very important point, Dr. Andujar. Not many Filipinos are really capable to afford a medical checkup. That's why we're offering with our doctors in the office free checkups, no? For the televiewers' sake, what are the symptoms of a person who is suffering from high blood and then high cholesterol?
There's not a whole lot of symptoms for high blood pressure, but eventually when it's too high, you'll get bad headaches.
Okay.
And that's because you're getting close to a stroke if your systolic blood pressure is going over 200. As far as the cholesterol is concerned, because of our diets and our lack of exercise, it continues to rise and continues to clog the vessels. And then eventually, you get short of breath, chest pain, and then of course if it affects your heart and you clog completely, you'll get a heart attack. And if it affects your brain, you'll get a stroke. So we have to have something natural that can prevent this, because all the other doctors who are not interested in prevention, they're just waiting to do the bypass when you have the heart attack.
I see.
At the convention, there was someone there who had very high blood pressure. And then after the presentation of Laminine Omega 3 Plus, I told them, you take 2 of these tonight and 2 in the morning. Amazingly so, the next day, less than 12 hours, his blood pressure went down 40 points systolic and 20 points diastolic.
So that's amazing. So doctor, but is it true that when you're hot-tempered all the time, or you're high blood again, why do they say that? Na high blood ka na naman. Is that, does the temper has to do with blood pressure?
Yes, it will affect especially the systolic, the top number. Not so much the bottom number, but the top number, the systolic number, will rise when you have temperamental things. And all of us who are Spanish or Spanish origin, and I'm Puerto Rican, hystericalness eventually does raise those blood pressures. So we need something to control it. We want something that doesn't have the side effects.
Yes. And doctor, what are the signs of heart attack? Somebody who's going to have a heart attack. Can you give the viewers symptoms?
First, hypertension is the #1 risk factor for cardiovascular disease. Then hyperlipidemia or elevation of cholesterol is #2. Then it's followed by obesity, lack of exercise, smoking, and stress. Now, this is a very important approach because usually cardiovascular disease like hypertension, for example, when it starts, it's silent. There is no symptom
silent
at all.
killer.
So they call it the silent killer. It is when the blood pressure is elevated, when you have symptoms, you are just a few steps away for a heart attack or even a stroke. Therefore, that's how important, let's say, having a healthy lifestyle and the combination of functional foods like Laminine with Omega plus will help.
So Dr. Andujar, any message for the Filipino people, how to take care of their heart?
#1, exercise every day, 10 to 20 minutes. If you can't only do 10, if you can only walk, do it. Do it every day, because you're going to eat every day regardless. You're going to eat that pork all the time, so exercise every day. And then secondly, take your Laminine and take your Laminine Omega Plus.
Very good. Thank you, doctors. And of course, to from our Vice President, can you please give our televiewers a warm message?
Thank you for having me here in the Philippines with you to share our grand opening, our grand presentation of Laminine Omega Plus. Since Mama Susan started this 2 years ago, we have seen some amazing, miraculous, testimonials and stories behind this product, and we want to continue that for the long haul. We want to be here for the long run. Thank you for having me here with you in the Philippines. I hope to see each and every one of you very soon.
So anyway, we don't have enough time, doctors, and of course, Wixon, again, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having
At
us.
least they have a voice and a face behind the name, So, anyway, thank you for being God's instrument in creating these products that can help a lot of people, not only the Filipinos, but the world. So, Be Alive will be right back. So, please, don't go away. Stay with us.
Be alive!
What a power-packed episode, mga mega good vibes tayo ngayon, Miss Susan. Plus useful information pa, sang ka pa. And I'm excited kasi I know in a few weeks' time, I'm sure mga Laminin Omega Plus users na ang magiging mga ka-feature na rin natin sa Be Alive. Di ba, Miss Susan?
Tama. Paganda lang ng paganda ang ating show. It's a great feeling knowing that there is something new. A newly perfected gift that will be available for all of us.
And remember, Tita Maggie, triple plus yan, hindi lang yan plus.
Oo nga eh.
Omega 369. And kami po dito, gustong-gusto namin kayong tulungan. Kami pong tatlo. Hindi lang po puso ko mga ano dito, pati po ang puso ng dalawang katabi ko. Talaga pong heart of Laminin din po itong mga ito. So, there are so many ways to reach us po. You can always catch us on Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. until 9. And replace po sa Sundays ng 3:30 hanggang alas 4 ng hapon. So we also have live streaming at www.ptv4.ph. So panoorin niyo po kami at share this link to your friends and relatives overseas.
Yes.
Welcome po kayo to visit us anytime, any day from 1 p.m. hanggang alas 10 ng gabi sa 11th floor po ng Robinson's Galleria Corporate Tower sa Ortigas Corner, EDSA. Sa may EDSA Shrine po kami. So hope to see you there. Nothing or no one will be happier than when we receive guests like you. Always remember, stay happy
And stay wealthy.
And stay healthy.
and
Be alive!
Be Alive would like to thank the following.